In Matthew chapter 5, it begins the Sermon on the Mount, and it starts with some of the most familiar words of Jesus, what are known as the Beatitudes. And some of these may, come easily to mind. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. But I suspect the beatitude that's probably rolls off our tongue in memory a little more slowly are simply verses 11 and 12, where Jesus says, "Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account." And that's really a key part. It's not when people revile you and utter all kinds of evil against you because of you. It's when it's on account of Jesus. And he says, rejoice and be glad. Are you glad when people revile you, when people persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely? They lie about you, all because of your connection with Jesus. This is a high bar that Jesus is setting. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. It may not be great here on earth. It may even mean your life is cut short. But your reward is great in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. And today in our devotion, the point I kind of want to leave with you is that persecution of people of faith is nothing new. Because I think that's part of what Jesus is trying to stress here in the Beatitudes, is he doesn't want his followers to be shocked or surprised that they're going to face persecution on account of their following Jesus and trying to live as he taught his followers to live. Because he makes the point, the same thing happened to all the prophets, to the prophets who have come before. So many of them suffered and were rejected, were abused, and faced hardship. And so persecution of people of faith, it's nothing new. And when we had our pilgrimage trip as a church to Italy 10 years ago now, one of the things that I know struck many of the people from our church on that trip was going to a church of the martyrs in Rome, where we were told there was a place in this ancient church where they used to wring out the rags that had been used to clean up the blood of those who were martyred in the Colosseum, because they held the faith of those people in such high regard. It's really hard for us to imagine that level of persecution taking place. But Jesus wants us to know persecution is nothing new. It's very ancient, and it would in fact happen to him, and it did in fact happen to his early followers. And so we need to strengthen and develop our faith so that, God forbid, should it ever come to us, we can respond as those who have gone before us.